Hello friends, myself Prateek, visiting professor Lambda Lab, Tel Aviv University, Israel. Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Thapar University, Patiala, India. In this session, we are going to discuss explanations for decision tree classifier by using Interpret ML package for our Stoke dataset. Let us start this session. As discussed in our previous sessions, we have interpretable_models.py Python file which contain all the code for implementation and explanation for our glassbox classifiers. In first part of the code, we are importing our desirable libraries and packages. Let's execute these lines of code to import all these desirable libraries and packages. These has been loaded. We are loading our dataset and pre-processing it. Let's execute these lines of code. Here we have loaded our dataset. You can see that initially our data was imbalanced. Then we used oversampling technique to make it balanced. So now we have a balanced dataset. After getting balanced dataset, now we are ready to build our classifiers. In previous session, we have built logistic regression classifier and we have already seen its explanations by using Interpret ML package. Now in this session, we are going to build our decision tree classifier on this dataset. Here is the code for fitting decision tree classifier. You can see that we are calling a class classification tree. We are creating an object with name tree. Here we are fitting this classifier over X-train and Y-train. Then we are displaying the message training finished. After this, we are making predictions for our test data. Then we are displaying its F1 score and accuracy. Let us execute these lines of code to see its result. You can see that the accuracy of decision tree classifier is 0.72 while its F1 score is 0.51. We can compare this with our logistic regression classifier. Let's quickly execute logistic regression also so that we can compare its results with logistic regression. Here we are building logistic regression by creating an object and then we are fitting our models. Then we are displaying training finished. Let's execute these lines of code. We have built logistic regression. Then we are performing predictions on X test and then we are displaying its accuracy and F1 score. Let's execute these lines of code to see the accuracy and F1 score for logistic regression. In case of logistic regression, we have accuracy as 0.73 while its F1 score is 0.51. In case of decision tree, we have accuracy 0.72 while its F1 score is 0.514. So you can see that F1 score is nearly same for logistic regression and decision tree classifier, while the accuracy of logistic regression is little bit higher as compared to decision tree. After comparing it with logistic regression, now the next task is to build the explanations for our decision tree. Let us discuss the code to see the explanations for our decision tree classifier. These are the results of our decision tree. This is its accuracy and F1 score. After building our decision tree model on Stoke dataset, the next task is to create explanations for these local predictions. Here you can see that we are calling a method explain_local from tree object for creating explanations for first 100 records from testing dataset. Here we are passing X test and Y test, but we are limiting it only for first 100 records. We are storing it in tree_local. Then we are passing it to our show method so that it can create visual user interactive explanations for our tree classifier. Let us execute these lines of code to see local explanations for our tree classifier. So you can see that it has created visual explanations for tree classifier. Here it has created a Dropbox for selection of any particular instance to see its predictions. We can increase its size by dragging it from here. Let's maximize it. So you can select any of the records. These are the actual values and this is the predicted values by our classifier. actual value is 0 and predicted value is 1, for instance 0, while actual is 0 and predicted is also 0 for with precision score 0.95. Let us see the decision tree for instance 1. You can see that it has created explanations for our selected instance. Here our selected instance has a predicted value 0, and the red path indicates the traversing of this decision tree. Here you can see that this is the overall decision tree. We can move these nodes little bit to see better explanations. Sometimes the cells may be overlapped, so you can adjust these nodes to see the text clearly. Here the root node is age less than 55. From this decision tree you can see that age is playing vital role in deciding whether the person has high chances of stroke or not. Then after age, the second column is body mass index. Then we are also considering smoking status, and on these basis we are making various predictions. The selected instance 1 has followed this red path. Here the root node is age. We are making first decision on the basis of age and we are comparing it with 53.50. If age is less than this value, then we are following this path, but if it is more than this, then we are following this path. It means toward left side we have decision as yes, while on right side we have a decision as no for that specific decision node. So here first decision node is age, and we are checking that if age is less than 53.50 or not. Here we are following this path. It means yes, the age is less than 53. Then we are comparing with 44.50. Again we are going towards left. It means yes, it is less than 44.5. Then we are comparing it with body mass index value, and we are checking that if body mass index is less than 5.51. Here we are following right path. It means body mass index is more than 5.515. These number of observations are very important. It indicates that at root node we have equal number of record for class 0 and class 1. The first value indicates the observation or instances for class 0 at this node, and second number indicates the observation or instances for class 1. At root node we have equal number of both class 0 and class 1. When we reach this decision node, we have instances with class 0 as 2594, while for class 1 we have 391. When we reach this decision node, we have instances with class 0 as 2045, while for class 1 we have 131 instances. And finally we have 1989 instances with class 0 and 93 instances with class 1 at this point. Thus the final decision for selected instance is 0. At this point I also want you to focus on the impurity value. For every leaf node we are getting some impurity value, which actually suggests about the accuracy or the confidence in that prediction. For this instance we have 1989 observations for class 0, while for class 1 we have 81 instances. That's why the impurity is 0.08 in this case. Impurity value always varies between 0 and 1. Higher impurity value means less accuracy. For example, let us consider this leaf node. Here we have number of observation for class 0 as 365, while for class 1 we have 820, and impurity in this case is 0.43, which is quite high as compared to this, because here the number of instance for class 0 is quite high as compared to class 1. For all those leaf nodes where difference in the number of observations for each class is less, the impurity will be more. For example, in this situation we have 365, 820, impurity is 0.43. Here we have 493 and 339, impurity is 0.48, and you can clearly see that here the number of observation are 183 and 0, and here impurity is 0. We are 100% sure in this case that class will be 0. Here the number of observations are 1989 and 81. Again there is a huge difference between the number of observation for each class. That's why impurity is still very low, that is 0.008. This way we can conclude that impurity is actually suggesting us about the accuracy or the confidence in that particular prediction. Let's check this for instance number 7. Here actual value is 0 and predicted value is 1. The selected instance has followed this red path, which clearly shows that the first condition is false. It means age is more than 53.5. Then we are comparing it with age less than or equal to 67.50. Again we are following right path. Again the decision is no. It means age is more than 67.50. Then we are comparing it with body mass index less than or equal to 24.65. Again the decision is no. So we can conclude that for selected instance the age is greater than 67.50 and body mass index is also more than 24.5. That's why the selected instance is classified as 1. You can also refer the count of observations. Initially we have equal number of classes for 0 and 1. At this point we have instance with class 0 as 1295, while for class 1 we have 3498. At this point the number of observation for class 0 has been reduced to 552, while for class 1 it is 2506. And finally we have class 0 with only 418 observation with 1574 observation as class 1. So that's why this particular instance is classified as class 1. Let's change this for instance number 9, where actually 0 and predicted is 1. This is the selected path. You can clearly see that we are comparing it with age less than 53. The decision is no. It means age is more than 53. Then we are comparing it with 67. Here the decision is yes. It means age is less than 67 but it is more than 53. Then we are comparing average glucose level. Average glucose level is less than or equal to 106.56. Here the answer is no. It means average glucose level is more than this value. And finally you can see that the number of observation for class 1 is more. That's why the selected instance is classified as class 1. And this is the path for selected instance. So we can conclude that the selected record has age between 53 and 67 with average glucose level more than 106. And these are the major reasons that this selected instance is classified as stroke. So you can generate predictions for any of the selected instance. Let's do this for instance number 40. Here actually 0 and predicted is also 0. This is its path. You can see that the number of observations for class 0 is quite high as compared to class 1. That's why this is classified as class 0. And this is the path. Age less than 53, condition is true. Then we are comparing it with age less than 44. This condition is also true. Then we are comparing it with body mass index less than 55, which is false. And finally we have final observation as no stroke for this particular selected instance. Let's do this for instance 63. This is the path. We can see that age is more than 53. Also the age is more than 67 and body mass index is less than 24. That's why the selected instance is classified as 1, because number of observation for class 1 is quite high as compared to class 0 at this point. So this way you can generate explanations for any of the selected instance. I request you to generate explanations for multiple instances and try to understand that. Now let us generate global explanations for this decision tree classifier. Here we are calling method explain global, and here we are passing the full data set. Here we are not selecting our instances, we are simply giving the name of our classifier. So the name of classifier is classification tree. You can clearly see that in case of explain underscore local we are passing instances, but in this case of explain underscore global we are not selecting the instances, we are just specifying the name of our classifier. This will create a variable tree underscore global, and then we are passing this to our show method to generate visual explanations at global level for decision tree. Let us execute these lines of code. This is our overall tree classifier at global level, and as already discussed, it is making decision on the basis of age. We can adjust this decision tree by clicking on a particular node and positioning it to make it more readable. At global level, we are making the decision on the basis of attribute age, on the basis of glucose level, body mass index, and smoking status. So here you can see that there is no red path because we have not selected any particular instance. This is the decision tree at a global level, and this decision tree is very useful to explain the overall predictions made by this classifier or not. This is all about this session. In next video session, we will build explainable boosting classifier over this stroke and no stroke dataset. I request you to subscribe this YouTube channel. I have created various online courses over Udemy platform. These courses are Simplified Approach to DBMS, Learn SQL in a Simplified Manner, Mastering PLSQL, Mastering Machine Learning, Genetic Algorithm for Machine Learning, and Association Mining for Machine Learning. All these courses are available at Udemy platform. You can explore these courses to learn these topics. I have also authored books on data mining and data warehousing, DBMS, NoSQL, beginning with SQL, and PLSQL for beginners. All these books are available at Amazon platform. To read more on this, you can refer my website prateekbhatia.com. Thanks for watching this video.